After a failed offensive attack in the first half, the Bears, trailing 10-0, drive down the field to the Titans' 35-yard line. A crucial 4th and 1 conversion is their only hope.
What's up, Bears fans? RP here. What's up, Chicago? RP here of the... What's up, Bears fans? RP here of Bears Essentials, coming to you guys live from Greenlight Studios in Chicago. And after a third consecutive loss by the Chicago Bears to the Tennessee Titans, 24-17, and the offensive struggles continue. You know, the Bears' anemic offense seems to be getting worse and worse week by week, and I'm not sure how much more decimated you can become as an offensive line unit, but the Bears are struggling to find answers and an identity right now. You know, the Bears did have more total yards and more passing yards than the Titans. They did not run as well, but at the same time, the Bears had 2 turnovers that were huge, one in particular that led to points for the Tennessee Titans. So essentially, the Bears end up scoring -6 points in the first 3 quarters. The penalties, the tempo, the timeouts, the clock mismanagement, you know, this is something that is getting worse week by week. We can't really determine whether we want to point our fingers at Nagy, at Pace, at the linemen, at the running backs, at the receivers, at the center. Who knows what's going on? You know, the Bears need to find identity and do it quickly, because now the Bears are at 5-4 in the division and slowly losing that playoff wild card spot. So do they want to continue to be a team that everyone is saying that they are,
but they are who we thought they were,
mediocre football team, or do they actually want to make a playoff run? You make the decision, Chicago Bears. We believe in you. Now, the Bears defense did play a great game. They only let up one big play to A.J. Brown. I believe that was Buster's screen. But the defense altogether had 3 sacks, really kept Tennessee out of the end zone for the most part, and, you know, did have consistent pressure on Tannehill. Now, we have a big game coming up against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. This could change things around for the Bears if they do pull out a win. What I'm going to need to see is some offensive proficiency, and I don't mean, you know, huge formations, ridiculous motions. I'm talking about keep it simple, okay? We're using tight ends, we're using, you know, a lead blocker, and potentially some deep passes to Mooney and A-Rob when it's needed. Hopefully the Bears can put something out there that is a better product than we have seen in the last 2 years, really. So, also the defense has a challenge against Dalvin Cook. They have stopped almost every single runner to under 100 yards this season, so that's pretty awesome as a defensive unit. And hopefully the offense can get a couple touchdowns. Who knows? You're checking out Bears Essentials. You can find us on Facebook or YouTube at Bears Essentials. And on Tuesday nights, we do have a live podcast called Bears Essentials Live Podcast, starring yours truly and the Dr. Uzi Matismo, where we break down the week's game and then the game to come. So let's keep our hopes up, Chicago Bears fans. I'm RP. Bear down.